Have you ever wondered why your house feels like a warm hug in the winter, but like a cool breeze in the summer? Even when it is freezing, snowing outside, or so hot that the sidewalk feels like an oven, you can sit inside and be perfectly comfortable. It isn't magic, although it feels like it. It is actually a mix of science and really smart engineering. Your house is like a giant living machine that knows exactly how to handle the weather. Today, we are going to explore the 3 big secrets of your home: the shell, the armor, the heater, the winter fire, the cooler, the ice machine, the shell, your house's winter coat. Before we talk about machines that blow air, we have to talk about the house itself. Imagine you are going outside in the snow. If you go out in just a t-shirt, you will get cold very fast. Why? Because the heat from your body escapes into the cold air. To stay warm, you put on a big, fluffy puffer jacket. That jacket doesn't make heat. It just holds your body heat inside so it can't run away. Your house has a puffer jacket too. It is called insulation. What is insulation? Inside your walls and up in your attic, there is stuff that looks like pink cotton candy or itchy gray fuzz. This is insulation. Its job is to stop heat from moving. You see, heat is very bossy. It always wants to move from where it is hot to where it is cold. In the winter, the heat inside your house tries to run outside to the cold. In the summer, the heat outside tries to sneak inside to the cool. The insulation acts like a thick wall of bubbles. Heat has a very hard time traveling through those bubbles, so it stays right where you want it. The windows and doors. Your house also has holes in its armor, the windows and doors. To keep the weather out, modern windows have 2 or even 3 layers of glass. Between those layers is a tiny space filled with a special gas that heat can't jump across easily. And those little rubber strips at the bottom of your door? Those are called weather stripping. They stop the drafts, which is just a fancy word for wind that didn't invite itself in. How the house gets warm: the furnace. Even with a great jacket, you still need a heart to keep you warm. In a house, that heart is usually the furnace. Most houses have a big metal box in the basement or a closet. When the house gets too chilly, a little gadget on the wall called a thermostat notices. It's like a tiny brain that says, "Hey, it's 65 degrees in here, but I want it to be 70. The thermostat sends a signal to the furnace. Inside the furnace, a fire starts, using gas, or big metal coils get very hot, using electricity. Then, a giant fan, called a blower, turns on. It sucks in the cool air from your rooms, pushes it across the hot fire or coils, and whoosh, air gets warm. The secret tunnels. The warm air doesn't just sit in the furnace. It travels through metal tunnels hidden under the floor and inside the walls. These are called ducts. The air travels through the ducts and comes out of the vents in your floor or ceiling. That's the warm air you feel on your toes on a cold morning. How the house stays cool. The air conditioner. Now, let's talk about summer. When it's 90 degrees outside, your house needs to be a refrigerator you can live in. But here is a secret. You cannot actually make cold. Wait, what? It's true. Science tells us that cold is just what we have when heat is missing. To make a house cold, you don't pump cold in. You take the heat out and throw it away. The magic liquid, refrigerant. Inside your air conditioner, AC, is a special liquid called refrigerant. This liquid is like a sponge, but instead of soaking up water, it soaks up heat. Inside the house, the warm air from your living room is sucked into the AC. It passes over cold metal pipes filled with that heat sponge liquid. The liquid soaks up all the heat from the air. Now the air is chilly, and the fan blows it back into your room. Outside the house, now the liquid is very hot because it's full of the heat it just stole from your house. It travels through a pipe to that big, noisy box sitting outside in your yard. The big fan. The outside box has a giant fan. It blows outdoor air over the hot pipes, which releases the heat into the outside world. This is why, if you walk past the big AC box in the summer, it feels like it's blowing hot air at you. That's actually the heat from inside your house being dumped outside. The heat pump, the all-in-one machine. Some houses don't have a separate furnace and AC. Instead, they have a heat pump. Think of a heat pump like a reversible jacket. In the summer, it works like an AC to move heat out. In the winter, it does a magic trick. It finds tiny bits of heat in the cold outside air, concentrates them, and pumps them inside. Even when it feels cold to us, there is always some heat in the air, and the heat pump is like a detective that finds every last bit of it to keep you warm. The lungs of the house: ventilation. If we sealed the house perfectly to keep the heat in, the air inside would get very stinky and stuffy because we are breathing it over and over. Houses need to breathe. Most homes have a system that slowly lets out the old air and brings in fresh air from outside. In the winter, a smart machine called an HRV, heat recovery ventilator, can take the heat from the old air we are throwing out and give it to the new fresh air coming in. It's like a handoff in a relay race. The fresh air gets warm and the old air goes away. Why does this matter? Understanding how your house works is important for 3 reasons. Safety. It keeps us safe from the biting cold and the scorching heat. Health. It filters the air so we don't breathe in too much dust or pollen. The planet. Using a lot of heat or AC takes a lot of energy, electricity or gas. By having good insulation, that puffer jacket we talked about, our houses don't have to work as hard. That saves energy and helps keep the earth healthy. The 1, 2, 3 of comfort. To remember how your house works, just think of these 3 steps. Step 1. Block it. Insulation and good windows keep the outside weather from coming in. Step 2. Move it. The furnace moves heat into the rooms in winter, the AC moves heat out of the rooms in summer. Step 3. Breathe it. Vents and fans keep the air fresh so you stay happy and healthy. The next time you hear the furnace click on or feel the cool air from the AC, give your house a little thank you. It is working very hard to be the perfect place for you to play, sleep, and grow.